Let's get it. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. All right. Are you a problem solver? Question number one, are you a problem solver? Now, question number two, directly related to you business owners, you that are listening to me right now, if you're a business owner, have you identified the problem solvers in your organization? Here's what I mean. I'll give you a quick example, a couple examples from yesterday. All right. So for those of you who don't know, I do teach at a school, a brand new charter school out here in West Palm Beach, Florida. All right, K through 5. The name of it is the Foundation School, also known as the Center for Creative Education. All right, and because we're brand new, obviously there's brand new things we're trying. There's going to be bumps along the way. Things aren't going to be moving as smooth as an organization or a school that's been around for decades, right? And has generations of families coming through it and things of that nature. So there's work involved in terms of getting ourselves established and things like that. So yesterday, there was a situation, and for those of you who don't know, we are a year-round school, pretty much a year-round school. So we have school throughout the summer. We knew going in, it's a year-round position, which is actually one of the things that attracted me to the school because, as you guys know, I educate 365 days out of the year. This is what I do. It's who I am. Constantly educating, constantly giving you perspective on teamwork, giving you tips, giving you understandings, giving you little insights that's going to make it so you're a better businessman, whether you're a better professional, but you're better just professionally in general. All right. So yesterday we had a situation with the catering company. Now, I don't know the name of this catering company, and so even if I was the type of person to come on here and trash this company, I still wouldn't be able to do it because I don't even know the name of this particular catering company. All right. But if there was a time to trash them, it would be now. All right. Or it would be today. But again, I don't know the name of it and all that jazz. And it's really not important because at the end of the day, I can understand people making mistakes and things like that. Right. So because it's the summer, they have little baggy lunches. Like baggy lunches, it's not the normal food that they get during the actual school year. And usually it has sandwiches, whether it's turkey sandwiches, ham sandwiches, little things that you would, pack basically for a kid throughout the summer. They could have multiple ones. So to make sure that the kids are fed throughout the day, even though it's not as long of a day for them, right? So happened yesterday was they sent over these sandwiches, and I was with the kids during lunch, and I thought they were bullshitting me. I really did. I thought they were bullshitting me when they said, "Hey, Mr. Aswand, these sandwiches don't got no meat." It was just some bread and cheese. Now, again, I thought, kids say shit. I thought they pretty much just took out the meat, ate it, and threw the rest. I thought that's what actually happened. But the more kids that kept saying it, I started to realize, holy shit, wait, they forgot the damn meat in the sandwiches. So immediately, and this is where it gets back to the question that I initially started off today's Move Swiftly thought with, which was, are you the problem solver? Number one. And as a business owner, have you identified your problem solvers, and have you appointed them to be in positions to make it so small problems can be fixed right there on the spot, and you don't have to worry about it becoming a bigger problem than it initially was. And this is key. This is important. Any growth of any organization, you've got to identify your problem solvers. You got to identify them. You got to create questions in your interview process for them. You got to put them in situations in which you do not have to see a small problem become a bigger problem. Because here's what happened. Shout out to Mr. T on this one, right? So Mr. T, by the way, Mr. T is the one who was serving the lunch. And once he realized, and he's by himself serving, about, I believe it's like 20 or some odd kids, the 15 to 20 kids. Once he realized that the damn buns didn't have any meat on them, immediately, he runs to his car, drives to Little Caesars, buys a couple boxes of pizza for the kids, so now the kids get something to eat, and we had to kind of keep them from going to recess because we had to make sure all the kids ate and everything was straight. Problem fucking solved. All right, problem fucking solved. And the takeaway, here's a couple takeaways. There's a couple ways we can go when it comes to this, but the main takeaway is I want you to just think about it. Just think about your typical K through 5 kid going home that night, going home when their parents picked them up and saying, "Hey, mommy, hey, daddy, or my mommy or daddy, look, the school served us bread, served us a sandwich, a ham sandwich with no meat, you know, as opposed to what they actually went home and said is, hey, Mr. T saw that there was no meat. He immediately fixed the problem. He immediately went, got us some pizzas and made sure we were fed, made sure we were good, and made sure everything was straight. When it comes to being the person who, and the reason I'm making sure I'm breaking all of this down to you, I want you to use your imagination. I want you to make sure you're recognizing the significance and making that little move, because the question now becomes, as you're listening to me and as you're setting up your life and as you're trying to figure out what it is you want to do and who you want to be and who you actually want in your life and all that kind of stuff, you have to ask yourself, am I the person that folks are coming to? Do I get messages? Do I receive texts, or do I receive calls? Am I the one that's being contacted? Are people reaching out to me when they have an issue that needs to be fixed? And if I am doing that, then I know I'm creating value. I have value in this space. I have value in whatever space it is I'm trying to be in. However, if you're always the one creating the fucking problem, if you're always the issue, if you're always complaining, if you're always the one that's always causing some sort of a fucking problem, then there's no secret as to why you are in the fucked up mental place that you probably are. However, if you're the person that's fixing problems, if you're the valued person that's fixing problems, you have an inner joy, an inner peace, an inner calmness to you, because you know what you're able to do, and it's within, it's burning on the inside, and you're not looking for outside help for validation. You're not looking for people on the outside for validation. You have it in you, and you're able to serve and give of the world fully. You're able to serve fully of yourself, and that is the key to life. That is the race. That is where you got to be. That is the way you're trying, where you should be trying to get to in whatever industry, whatever landscape, and whatever aspect of life you may be thinking of when you're hearing me talk. All right, that's the key to that. Are you a problem solver? Be the problem solver, and as a business owner, make sure you've identified those problem solvers, put them in positions where they can be successful, so little problems like the one I just described don't become bigger problems for you. That's the key to business. That's how you do it. Fix the fucking problems. Got it? Whew. All right. By the way, main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work is makeyourmove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. That's where you can go hire me to come in and host a workshop for your staff, for your employees, so they can learn. By the end of the workshop that I host, they'll learn how to continuously fix the problems that are in the workplace, as opposed to trying to be this person that is always complaining and there's always something wrong with the job, is trying to be that person that is a part of a clique. That's what I provide. That's what I provide for you as a business owner. That's what I'll teach your staff how to do. All right. Give you the website again. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.